Hey guys, FrozenFoxy here, coming to you this Thursday, December 1st. I know it's been a while, and I've been radio silent, and honestly, there's a lot of reasons for that. Um, and I'm gonna go over some of the things as to why it's mainly just been videos and just some social media posts here and there on the videos, and lately, I guess, memes. Um, but I'm probably gonna start with some of the more light stuff and the more enjoyable stuff, and maybe get into some more of the serious stuff as I go along here. But first of all, if you haven't noticed, because you haven't been following either my Twitter or Facebook page or even the community tab on YouTube, I just worked on creating a Discord group that is for the FrozenFoxy channel. It's got a significant number of channels right now, and even some bots in there. And honestly, I'm brand new to creating servers on Discord. I've had a Discord username for a while, but I haven't really done anything with Discord like building a server before. So that's a really unique and out of the ordinary for me. But it's there for doing possibly gaming together in the future, as well as streams and stuff like that. And I really do like the bots that are there, that I've managed to set up, because one pulls in tweets for me, so you can see those tweets right on Discord. And then the other bot actually pulls in any kind of YouTube videos that are getting released. So it's kind of like an announce bot, which is really neat, because honestly, YouTube is not very good at actually announcing when videos get released. So having that on the Discord is pretty cool. Being able to alert people that way, and I think that's a really good alert to have there. If there's any Discord gurus out there with suggestions, there's actually a suggestion box channel that I've created, or chat, whatever you call it, that you can use to drop suggestions in there for me on what I could do going forward with Discord, and even the YouTube channel. It's just kind of a general suggestions box at this point. But that kind of leads into a secondary reason for why I've created this Discord server, or at least part of why I've created the Discord server, and that is to kind of provide perks for YouTube members of the YouTube channel. I know I mentioned this a really, really, really long time ago, that I was trying to plan to do some kind of YouTube membership, but I never really moved forward with that. And I mean, the reason for that is there's a lot that I need to get ready and get done before I could even think about that. I was working on getting some artists to do emojis for the channel, as well as badges, so you can show how long you've been a member. And all of that has finally come to fruition, and I've started really thinking on perks to try and give you guys that I think would make it worthwhile to really be a member. If you're actually interested in becoming a member, there's no reason to become a member. It's just kind of there as some extra stuff for you guys, as well as, if you do become a member, you're technically helping me out with being able to pay artists to do thumbnails for future videos. If any of my equipment goes bad, that helps to pay for that too. So that's kind of why it's there. But some of the perks that I have started to come up with for the Discord channel right now is there is a announcements chat for members only, that will be for streams. There's going to be members only polls, so that you can vote on future Let's Plays and projects. There's a members only live talk chat, that will be, in theory, used for playing games together in the future. I might do like Left 4 Dead, or maybe like some Jackbox or something like that, where we can get together and just kind of play games. Um, and one of the ones that I am thinking might be very interesting to people is a sneak peek art chat. And that is basically a sneak peek of any of the art that I've commissioned for series that are not out there yet. So you'll get to see kind of a little bit of a sneak peek of what projects might be coming up next, because you're going to be seeing that art, because that art is getting done before I start any of the projects. So I think that that's kind of cool that you'll get to see that. It also gets you the ability to see who the artist is that I'm working with, and maybe it's something that you're interested in. You might be interested in getting some art done yourself for something, and I think that's great that we can also promote those artists out to you guys, just in case you might be interested in something with it. The other plans with the lowest level of membership right now include, of course, the emojis that I was talking about. Right now, there's only 4 of them because you need more members to actually put more emojis on there. I actually have a total of 14 emojis right now, 14, 1-4, but I can't put all of them up there because it limits you right off the bat. So right now we've got a kind of like a panic face. There's a wave saying hello. There's a little bit of a wow face. There's a bruh face. But there's a lot more that will be added in the future when that comes along. Of course, there's going to be the members only streams that will be coming out in the future that you guys will get to see. And then on top of that, there's going to be a number of posts that I'll do in the background on like the communities tab for members only, which may include like the art or just like some thank you videos and stuff like that. That I think could be good out there. And during live streams, I'm working on also setting up the ability to have little pop-ups that will thank anyone who becomes a YouTube member, or if you are announcing your renewed membership for a month, 2 months, all that kind of stuff, that should pop up in live streams as well. So those I think will be kind of neat perks to have. There's technically another level, which is more, you just want to support me a little bit more. And the main perk for that one is in these kind of vlogs, as I put them out, I'll be putting text versions of your name in those vlogs, so that it basically shows to everyone that, hey, you're the higher tier of support there. So yeah, there's definitely some good news out there. But as I said, or think I said, because I'm kind of back in nervous mode because I haven't done one of these in a while, I'm going to kind of get into more serious stuff as this video goes on. This is probably going to be a long video. Sorry, guys. But this is kind of why a lot of the radio silence has been happening lately. And that's yeah, it's just a lot of serious stuff it's been taxing. So first off, you may or may not remember that I talked about some ankle pain ages ago, and I've since been fully diagnosed with in my right foot plantar fasciitis and Achilles tendonitis. And it has made any cardio involving my feet kind of difficult for more than 15 minutes at a time, which it's kind of depressing, to be honest. And funny enough, it appears to have resulted and traced back to getting a paddleboard which was meant for fun and more activities, and using a manual pump to inflate it that resulted in micro tears in my ankle. And yeah, it's been super enjoyable damages for sure. I've been working on a lot of stretches and exercises, as well as I've been getting shots in my ankle, pills, braces to try and take care of it. And it only goes so far, and it sucks energy out of me mentally and physically to deal with this stuff. It's kind of funny that something that was meant to allow me to do more activities has actually caused me to do a lot less. To add to that fire, I have, in my most recent medical appointment, found out that I was diagnosed with stage 3 kidney disease, as well as some early indicators of heart disease. And I've begun to really change my diet dramatically to try and fix things and increase my intake of water. And I've managed to get the kidney part mostly under control at this point. And the other side of things with the heart disease, I'm still working on. It's in progress, and that's been its own mental strain. Yeah. And now to get to the really serious part of this video, if that wasn't serious enough. Here we go. So finally, you all may know that I was really worried about my grandmother after she had experienced a stroke not that long ago. Unfortunately, in early November, she passed away. And it's really brought me down losing her. And I really wanted to go out and see her. I had even bought tickets for January when her birthday was, and she was really excited, but that didn't happen. And being on the East Coast while she's on the West Coast meant that even though I was scrambling to try and get a plane ticket when I was alerted by my family that the nurses were saying they didn't think she had much time left, I didn't have enough time to get out there. And I couldn't see her before she passed. Yeah. She was really a wonderful, headstrong woman with a lot of stories to tell, and she was always in her life seeking to help out others in all that she was doing throughout her entire life. She was actually one of 3 founders of the local chapter in her Michigan community for the League of Women's Voters in the mid-'60s, after having joined them in the mid-'50s and becoming a lifelong member. She worked to save parkland in her community, served as the director for a women's center for the University of Michigan to support and encourage many women to pursue non-traditional fields that had traditionally been men only, and opened things up to people that were interested in things but afraid to pursue it. And she broadened the horizons of hundreds of people doing that. She also worked as an English tutor for Jewish Family Services, supporting Russian Jewish immigrants to the United States. She joined what's called Operation Able to help people over the age of 50 seek out jobs and change their lives. She belonged to the National Council of Jewish Women and her local community's concert association. She really supported the arts, music and art in general. She was a big proponent for that kind of thing, and she even ended up in Time magazine when she helped her friends with nutritional advice that improved their quality of life significantly. Um, and I really, in my life, look up to everything that she's done, and try to model everything that I do in my life after who she was and what she stood for. That's always been part of my family, is kind of trying to be out there and helping people. Um, it's not something that I'm perfect at by any means, but I really try to model myself after that, and I'm really gonna miss hearing her voice, and I can still hear her in my memories when I think back on it. She had so many stories to tell, everything from humorous stories to surprising stories, and sometimes even a little frightening. She actually traveled the world and went to well over 50 different countries in her lifetime. She was very outspoken and really the life of the room. It's been quiet without her being around. One funny story I recall her telling about her and my grandfather when they were younger, walking down the street, was seeing, I think she said it was a Cadillac, and she pointed out this fancy Cadillac to my grandfather, and she says to him, "Hey, which one of these would you like for your lifetime? Me or that car?" And my grandfather, he paused and he pondered for a minute, and his answer was, "What year?" just just ridiculous things, and between the two of them, there's so much humor and so much wit over the years, and so many adventures. And honestly, because I don't want to miss out on any more time with family, um I'm trying to work on figuring out a way to move from the East Coast back to the West Coast at this point. I mean, I used to live Midwest. I've never really lived on the West Coast, but I want to get out there. So if any of you have any advice on somewhere in Southern California that isn't crazy expensive and isn't going to get me killed, I'd love to hear about it, because I'm trying to figure that out right now. Either way, I'm gonna figure it out. I'll just it'll take me a while. And I just can't be this far away from family anymore. I can't do it. And it's really been mentally taxing on me right now, and Georgia just is no longer, it's no longer the place for me at this point in my life. Anyway, thanks for listening to me blather on so long if you've managed to make it this far. I hope to see you as we continue our journey and adventure to new things here on the channel, and in the various social media platforms. And I think I'll go ahead and cut this off before it gets any longer, because it's already pretty long. But thanks for joining me. Thanks for being around and spending time with me. You guys are great. You really are. I'll talk to you later. Bye for now.